I want to thank y'all all for having me up and presenting me with such a great honor. It's a special thing for me and my family, who I can't thank enough. My wife Cheryl, my daughter Caroline, my sister, my brother-in-laws, their families, all here for a great moment for me. It's hard to put into words what it means to come back to a place that I don't live far from, but don't get back often enough to. But I just want to start with my ride here at Kennesaw. I came in as a transfer from Huntington College, like my dad said, with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder about my golf game. I was struggling when I arrived. Became part of a team that was a pretty unique mix of individuals. A 25-year-old Scottish freshman, a couple of Canadian junior national hockey players, a couple of other transfers like myself, a fellow Hall of Famer, Pat Abney, who is a dual sport athlete here at Kennesaw. He played basketball as well, which is, in my book, pretty amazing because I played basketball in high school. And be good enough to play on a college golf team and a college basketball team, I was a little envious of that. But pretty impressive. But a good group of guys on top of that. And we had a crazy ride, and I'm going to share one or two little stories. The first one being that first trip to Nationals in Indiana, kind of in the middle of nowhere, Angola, Indiana, Tri-State University. Not really a whole lot going on. A Kennesaw State team that had won a few golf tournaments, but nobody really knew who we were. And we show up at Nationals, and after 2 days, we're right in the thick of it. And I go into the interview room, and there got some people interviewing me, and a reporter comes up and says, "Well, I hope y'all know I expected you to do well. I took you in the pool." And I said, y'all had a pool going? He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I figured since y'all were from Kansas, y'all were used to playing in the wind, and y'all should be really good." And I said, "We're just north of Atlanta." "Oh, no." And he looked at me, and he's just completely clueless. And I'm like, yeah, most nobody really knows about it. But that year at Nationals, we were in second place going into the last day. I personally got to play in the last group on the golf course, as did most of my teammates. Got to play right there in the back of the field. We stumbled a little bit the last day, finished fourth. Ended up the season, though, ranked fourth nationally. And my junior and senior year, I don't know that we ever got out of the top 10 after that. We peaked as high as 2. We never got a #1 national ranking while I was here, but we did get a #2 national ranking. We won a lot of golf tournaments, the team I was on. Had a little individual success along the way, but it was all paid by a group of guys that made a pretty good golf team and kind of made ourselves known on a little bit bigger stage. And nobody, by the time we showed up at Nationals my junior year, nobody thought we were from Kansas anymore. I can say that. And then one quick story, personal and a little bit about Kennesaw State too. Coach Hill, who brought me back home, I call this my home because this is where I graduated and where I kind of found my golf game. Deserved to be in this hall, there's no doubt about that. Everybody that knew him knows how much he cared about the university and how much he cared about us as golfers. But we went, right after I transferred, we had that really good season, and we go back to play Huntington College golf event over in Auburn, Alabama. And Auburn was there. It was a big school there. Huntington was a big golf power. So a lot of big-time schools showed up. And we're on that ride over there. I looked over to Coach Hill, and I said, "You understand we're going to win this golf tournament, right?" I said, we're gonna show them, you know. So I got a little bit of chip on my shoulder about this. This is, you know, me showing them what they missed out on. And he said, "Absolutely." And so I'm on the 16th hole, last day, very close between us and Auburn and Huntington. And for y'all golfers, I've got a long 3-wood shot into a par 5 across the lake. And I'm sitting there waiting to go for the green in 2. And Coach Hill, God bless him, Not the most aggressive golfer you've ever seen. So he sees all the guys I'm playing with start to walk up after they hit their shot safely shore of the lake. And I'm sitting back there a long way away just waiting. And he realizes that I'm going to try to hit it across that lake. All I see is, for y'all know that Bill Hill, he doesn't run very often. It's him running toward his golf cart. And he's doing his arms like this toward me. And I'm just sitting back there shaking my head. You can't get here fast. And so he's about halfway back in that golf cart, and I rocket that ball right over that golf cart. He does this. And that golf cart stops. And it lands on the green and rolls to the back. And he just turns around the golf cart. Never said a word to me about it. Turns around the golf cart and just drove off. So that's my great Bill Hill moment. If I'd have hit the ball in the water, I probably would have never heard the end of it, at least till I graduated. So he's part of the reason I'm here, a big part of the reason I'm here, and I'm glad to join him in this hall. And once again, I'm proud to be part of this hall. I'm proud to be a Kennesaw State Owl. I'm proud of the time I spent here, and I'm proud to be inducted with all the other inductees and people that have already been inducted. It is a true honor, and thank you very much.
Mario,